What's up, YouTube? Dummy Woods 12 back again with another video. I've been putting this video off for like a month now, and I'm finally here to doing it. This is my Power Rangers Zeo review. Now, before I start this review, I'm reviewing every season of Power Rangers because that's actually I decided to do this because when I was a kid I fucking loved Power Rangers. And I'm not gonna lie to you, today I still kind of watch the show. Man, I'm not that big fan of it like I used to be when I was like 10 years old. Because when I was like 10 to when I was like, not say like this, when I was like, excuse me, maybe 5 to like 10, I was not really like 5 to like 13. I was a huge fan of Power Rangers. But I kind of grew out of it. I really got into girls. And I got into sports, and I got into really acting, and that's why actually what I want to do with my life. I want to act. I want to be an actor, but I actually wanted to. That's what I want to do with my life. I want to be an actor, but and I actually kind of recently just got back into Power Rangers because I subscribed. I got Netflix, and I actually realized that half of the Power Ranger episodes. Seasons are on Netflix, so actually every Power Ranger season is on Netflix. So I actually started watching and getting back into it. So I decided, and I've seen a lot of other people doing this, to do a series of reviews. But I'm not doing it like them. I'm not gonna do them in order. I want to do reviews of what seasons I like the most, and then I'm gonna do the ones I didn't really like the most. And I'm doing Zeo because Zeo is actually one of my favorite seasons. So I'm hot right in. Zeo starts off right when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers season 3 leaves off with the Rangers searching for the Zeo Crystal. Goldar and Rito have destroyed the command center, and the Rangers think Zordon and Alpha are dead. But yeah, like I said, Goldar and Rito, they destroy the command center. The Rangers think Zordon and Alpha are dead, and they're searching. Zordon tells them to search for Zeo Crystal, and they find the Zeo Crystal, but I think they lose it, and then Rita and Zed, they're like celebrating how they defeated the Power Rangers when Finster finds out that this evil machine empire led by this machine king named King Mondo is he finds out that they're coming to Earth and they're taking over, and they're gonna be the new villains for them. We find out they're the new villains for this season. And yeah, so the Rangers, they're still searching for the Zeo Crystal. They still want to know if Alpha and Zordon are dead. But later they find the Zeo Crystal because Adam sees something glowing up in a stone. So yeah, they found the Zeo Crystal, and after they found the Zeo Crystal, they get like sucked into this like hole in the ground. And then they see this, and they get down to this hole in the ground. They see this light, this little thing that can transport them through. This little thing they can just transport through, and they both go through, and they find out that their command Alpha and Zordon are not dead. That they're in this new command center called the Power Chamber, and it's their command center for this season. And there's something that Alpha and Zordon have been working on since for a while, and they've been working on it for like a year, and it's their underground base. And Zordon tells them that the Machine Empire, the Machine King, King Mondo, he tells them that King Mondo is coming to Earth to try to take over Earth, and that he is the leader of the Machine Empire, and that he is that he's basically gonna take over Earth, and that they're not gonna have that. And so he says that the Zeo Crystal will give them more powers, give them better powers than what they already have, because their Mighty Morphin powers are destroyed. Their Megazords demolished. They don't have any Zords. They don't have, their powers are basically gone. And so the Zeo Crystal gives them new powers, and he tells them. And he tells the Guy Rangers that their colors changed, and then Adam, who was the former Black Ranger, becomes the Green Ranger, and Rocky, the former Red Ranger, becomes the Blue Ranger, and Tommy, the White Ranger, becomes the Red Ranger because he's the leader. Now that fucking got me. Now that got me being a Stone Cold Tommy fan. When I found out he was gonna be a Red Ranger, And I was like, oh shit, Tommy's fucking red. I was like, that did it for me. Like I said in numerous other videos, that did it for me. Tommy to being the Red Ranger. But anyway, but I'm gonna say it like this. Now, a lot of other people have noted this, that I don't know if this was really acting per se, but the character Rocky, played by Steve Cardenas, I don't know if this was acting, whether or not he didn't know he wasn't going to be the Red Ranger this season, or he just said he's gonna act it out, that he's kind of be taken by surprise that he's not gonna be red and that Tommy's gonna be red this season. But I kind of knows. I was like, it seemed like Rocky got a little shocked that he wasn't gonna be Red Ranger this season. He got demoted to blue because he was already second in command, but he thought he was. I think he thought he was gonna be the sole leader for this season. But anyway, Rocky was a good Blue Ranger. And as we know, we also get introduced to another character, Tanya, who is Aisha's cousin, who was actually started off as a little girl from I think she's from Africa, Jamaica. She was from one of those. I can't really remember. But anyway, the Zeo Crystal. Billy gives her his Zeo Crystal, but somehow I can't remember how the circumstances. But she actually becomes teenage age. And Billy actually gives his Zeo Crystal to Tanya, and Cat stays the Pink Ranger, and Tanya becomes the Yellow Ranger, because it would have been kind of odd to see Billy be in yellow, even though they're half-bitten male Yellow Rangers, but it would have been odd to see Billy as a Yellow Ranger. But anyway, speaking of Billy, he actually is not he's not a Ranger this season. He's actually more of a tech guy, and I think with some behind the scenes stuff behind that I don't really know, but because I actually wanted Billy to continue to be a Ranger, but it is what it is. It was what it was. But but yeah, so they get new colors. The Rangers get new colors, and like I said, Rocky's the new Blue Ranger, Adam's the Green Ranger, Tommy's the Red Ranger, and they get new Zords. I think Tommy has like a Falcon or Eagle Zord. I think it's a Falcon or an Eagle, and Rocky has I think Rocky's Zord was it a lion? For Rocky and most of the Zords. There's I really can't remember most of the Zeos. I know I like the Zeo Megazord, but I cannot really remember what the Zords were. But later on, I know they got the Super Zeo Zords. They got their own Super Zeo Zord. They all got their own. It's sort of like a robot Megazord in their own right. So I like that. That was pretty cool. And later on, because Zeo was to me kind of a more adult season. It dealt with more adult storylines, and actually, I ain't gonna lie, one of my favorite episodes was actually called "There's No Business Like Snow Business," where Tommy gets a Dear John letter from Kimberly, basically breaking up with him, saying she's found someone else. Now I think that someone else is really never mentioned, but a lot of people want to suspect it was Jason, but it wasn't Jason, because Jason came back. I'm gonna get to that later on. But yeah. But like back what I was saying, that was one of my favorite episodes. Eventually, Tommy got more character development, but they actually try to make us fall for this thing of Tommy and Cat. Cat takes the opportunity that Tommy's not with Kimberly anymore to try to ease her way into Tommy's life, and they try to make us believe this storyline of Tommy and Cat being a couple, and to me that just didn't really work. That really didn't work for me. I know I said I like Power Ranger couples, but that's kind of Tommy and Cat together. I actually would have paired Cat with Jason or Billy, and I'm gonna get to Jason. Throughout the season, like when the season progresses, the Rangers meet this Gold Ranger, and at first the Gold Ranger's badass. And I think the Gold Ranger, to me, next to Tommy as the Green Ranger, is the best Sixth Ranger ever. But anyway, the Gold Ranger, he comes in, he will come in and assist the Rangers when they need it, when they're like really getting their butts handed to him. He would come and assist them, and he would fight with them. But later on we found out the Gold Ranger is actually from a planet called Triforia, and he's actually him being on Earth. I think the storyline was like him being on Earth allows him to duplicate himself, and he's like 3 guys played by they were actually played by triplets, and his name is Triforia, and I guess they're like saying he has like split personalities, and then he becomes 3 different people that merge into one person. But anyway, he has to find somebody to pass his powers on to. But the Rangers at first, they think the Gold Ranger is Billy, because they're trying to figure out who's the Gold Ranger. They think he's Billy. Now I knew it wasn't Billy. Something just told me, I said, the Gold Ranger's not Billy. And I was like, for one, Billy has never been that great of a fighter. I mean, Billy was a good fighter, but he wasn't that great of a fighter. So, and I was like, the Gold Ranger's not Billy. But we later find out who it is that's Triforia. But he has to find somebody to pass his Gold Ranger powers to. And Tommy thinks, he was like, oh, I think I know a guy. And then he comes back with Jason. So the Gold Ranger passes Jason, the original Red Ranger, the best Red Ranger in the original Red Ranger. Triforia passes his Gold Ranger powers via the Golden Staff, who was the Gold Ranger's primary weapon. He passed the Gold Ranger powers to Jason, and there Jason's the 6th Ranger. To me, one of the most badass, next to Tommy as the Green Ranger, one of the most badass 6 Rangers ever. So they go throughout the season. They're fighting the Machine Empire, the Kicking Butts. A lot of good monsters in this season. Bulk and Skull actually try to become detectives in this season. So there is a lot of wacky things that they get into. And the Juice Bar, Ernie at the Juice Bar. I mean, Ernie actually opens up his own beach club, his own beach thing that he has. And but yeah, I think for me, Zeo was just a flat out good season. It was one of my best seasons. Actually, it's up there in my top best Power Ranger seasons. But that's all I got to say for this video. My next video is going to be about the more character background in Power Rangers Zeo. It's going to be more character background, and actually it's also going to be more about as to why I like Zeo, as to why I like the show as a whole. So peace. I'm gonna be back. This is Dummy Woods checking out, and I'm gone.